What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are back at it, guys. I feel like I missed so much last week. So many things happened. All the ninja fiasco that I missed as well. We're gonna talk about that in a second because we are getting a free legendary champion. The first one to drop in bank. 7 days, free legendary for everyone. And honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Of course, as soon as we get our hands on it, guys, in a few more days, we're gonna make a video on it and release some content for you guys to see if the champion is worth it to be built, because everyone is gonna get the champion, right? So we're gonna talk about that in a second as well. Now, Plarium announced that we're gonna have a 2x on Savage gear drop starting from tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna cover that in a second as well. First, I just wanna point you where the channel is heading, in which direction we're going from here. So I promised you a while ago that we're gonna start a new free-to-play account. Well, starting from next week, on Monday, 1 week from today, you're gonna get a free-to-play series on the channel as well. What exactly does that mean? It doesn't mean that it's gonna replace my normal videos, guys. So we're still gonna do videos from this account, from the test server. We're gonna do endgame crazy builds and all the sort of content that you guys are used to see on this channel. And we're gonna have a second video, which is gonna be a free-to-play new account. The reason I'm doing it, guys, I feel like I progressed so much in the game and my gear evolved so much, my champions, my roster. I feel like with some of you we're not on the same page, and I do want to help everyone out, right? I want to share my knowledge with everybody out there. So if you want to learn how to start a new account and be very efficient, how to progress faster, what to focus early on towards mid-game, etc., feel free to check that out. It's going to be some dope stuff happening. Probably we're going to have a fusion as well in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to get it done, even though I'll only start the account next week. I feel like we are getting plenty of resources to play the game free to play without a problem. Honestly, I've been away 1 week now. I collected like over 6k energy in 7 days just by logging in, honestly. So you do get pretty good amount of energy. You get some gems here and there. Of course, it's better if you are able to do the Doom Tower and the rest. That's how the resources, they're gonna pile up even more. But that's a work in progress for everyone, so don't give up, just grind the game, right? Now, let's talk quick about what's gonna happen tomorrow. Then we're gonna move over to talk a bit about the ninja fiasco. So, hey pals, tomorrow, July 20th, we're planning to launch 2x event for dropping Savage set artifacts at Fire Knight's castle. So, ladies and gentlemen, prepare your teams, because this right here is the most wanted drop on in the game from all the gear sets. Yeah, we do love some speed gear, all of us. It's more focused towards the whole population of the game to select this, but Savage is more towards mid-game, end-game. Don't get me wrong, if you're early game and you can still grind some of the Fire Knight, Savage gear is gonna help you so much on your enemy max HP champions early on. Like the difference from a Cold Heart or a Royal Guard or a Husk or a Septimus dealing damage on bosses up to stage 20 on a Savage set and a non-Savage set. The difference is huge, honestly. Such a big difference. You won't believe it till you don't see it. So look for the Drop Fever label in-game to know the event is live. The event will be active for 72 hours. We're gonna have 3 days to intensely farm the Fire Knight for Savage gear. I just wish I would have more gems, more energy to actually pile up on it, because I will be going all in with everything I have saved on my account, guys. Probably if they have a really good energy pack, I'll be picking up one as well. The main idea now is to have a very fast team to be able to do all this, you know, because you might not have the time, even if you have the resources to grind it, right? So let's have a quick look at the Savage set, guys. So Savage is great for arena nukers, great for nukers in general, and enemy max HP hitters, they have such a huge boost on Savage, guys. So let's have a quick look here. This is Rotos on Savage. It's a 4 set piece, ignores 25% of the enemy defense. So when looking at it, when you're new to the game, you don't really know that much about the game, right? You'll be like, well, this set doesn't look like, what's this? Ignores 25% of the enemy defense. I'd rather have 15% increased attack, you know? But this set right here, guys, is the best when we're talking about damage, right? The damage, the extra damage you get from this set is absolutely insane. So you can only get it from the Fire Knight, and it is the only set in the game that actually does this. It's very unique. You do have the Cruel set, which gives you attack as well, sorry. It gives you 15% attack and ignores 5% of the enemy defense, right? So these two sets are kind of like the only two sets that ignore defense in the game. You cannot really compare 25 with 5%, right? Because it's a huge difference. But overall, is an amazing set. Great to use for your campaign farmers if you want to do that. Nukers mainly, hard hitters champions, you know. I used it on Valk. I kind of broke my Valk at the moment, but she was actually catching off guard a lot of people in Arena. This is my Septimus built on a Cruel and a Savage set. For whoever is watching my channel for a while, guys, we invented the one-shot Septimus thing in the game, right? So that was over 1.5 years ago. Literally, when I got my Septimus, I was like, let me see how hard can he hit compared to a Cold Heart in the Spider, right? Because everyone was using Septimus in a clan boss, and I never really saw somebody using Septimus on the Spider in the same way they use Cold Heart, right? For the enemy max HP hit. So I said, let me give him a Savage set, throw him in there, and I was like, wow, you know. At the very first moment, I wasn't impressed because the passive, you gotta understand that as well. But then, I saw 5 million damage from Septimus with Battle Khazar in the team. Then I was like, wow, I play with his masteries around, and we created the one-shot Septimus thing. Which Murdering made a video as well from my own account on it. Then Gurptuk came out, and it became much better overall. But looking at this, guys, Savage Gear kind of rules. Once you reach the very end game, Doom Tower kind of killed enemy max HP hitters. The new stages of the dungeons kind of killed enemy max HP hitters, except the Seer, which of course you want to have your Seer on Savage Gear. The more crit damage she has and stuff, the more damage she'll do, and of course it's all about the buffs around the champion. So I actually have to rebuild my Seer to be able to farm the Fire Knight much faster than I'm farming it at the moment. I just didn't have the time to do it, but that's another champion that I have on Savage. Skull Crown on Savage would be absolutely amazing. Of course, depends what exactly you're planning to do with her. Let me find quickly my Cold Hearts. I know the Royal Guards are kind of missing a bit of gear. He still has a Savage set here, he's missing the weapon. This one is missing a couple of more pieces. I haven't been using Royal Guards for a while now, since the new dungeon stages. So this one right here is on a how you call it, the Destroy set, but we have the Savage ones, right? So we have this one on Reflex, and this one was on Savage. Seems like she's missing a helmet as well. Probably I've moved it for Arena. But the difference in damage, guys, is absolutely insane. So let me just give her a Cruel helmet, and let me take it into the Spider so you guys can have an idea what Savage means. So I actually need to give her a Cruel helmet, right? Do we have a good one right here? Not enough crit rate, so we're gonna risk it for 5% crit rate. Let's do it. We're gonna risk it for 5% crit rate, guys. So let's see what exactly is gonna happen with that Cold Heart. So if we go in at the Spider, is a huge difference. Like, I used to run double Royal Guard on the stage 20 on the Dragon, right? It used to go so fast, man. 2 Royal Guards on Savage, bang. Here I used to run a Septimus with back with Gurptuk. Again, used to be one shot, 9 seconds farm on the Spider, you know? Like, so many things can change with Savage Gear. And I do want to have more Savage for my Arena team, you know? Like 100%, I'll be taking some. I just want to show you the damage, guys. So I'm not sure if this Cold Heart is faster than my Septimus. That might put me in an awkward situation here, but it should be fine as well. So probably we're gonna fail this if we're going the way we are on it. So let me get Battle Khazar, and let's have a quick look. I'm not sure who's going first, Cold Heart or Septimus. Okay, Cold Heart is going first for sure. So Septimus won't be hitting that hard because of the passive. But check this out, Savage Gear, right? 3.1 million damage from Cold Heart, guys. Now, if I would put a Cold Heart without Savage, that's not gonna happen, you know. And Septimus 2.3 just because of the passive. Now, if I would be taking out Cold Heart and just go with Septimus, right? So that's gonna be a failure. I'm accepting it, you know. Or I could leave her and use it the turn after. Doesn't really matter, honestly. By the way, we do have that crazy Spider tournament as well, right? Going on, that's gonna start today with crazy teams. I even forgot what factions, but that's gonna be super hardcore for a lot of you guys. 3.1 million damage, and he has War Master. You see, he doesn't have a Helm Smasher anymore because on the higher stages it doesn't really count anymore. But Savage Gear is awesome, guys. So if you have the chance to do it, jump on it, farm Fire Knight, you won't regret it. Everybody knows Savage Gear rocks, right? I will show you a nuker on Savage as well quickly, and then we're gonna move over to talk about Ninja, the Ninja character. So I have one rundown Savage right here, total stats on her. This is the slower one because of the reaction accessories. So I'm just going in and one-shotting every team in the game with defense down. It doesn't matter what you have on your team. This Tranda right here with Savage Gear is gonna one-shot every champion in the game. Then we have the faster one. She's not as crazy on attack, right? But this is used on different sort of teams. If you compare the immunity one with Savage, honestly, it's gonna be such a huge difference in damage, guys, like crazy. Now, let's talk about the Spider tournament quick. I forgot the faction, so I just want to point to that out. So, we have from the Telerian Alliance, right? So, you gotta use teams from the Telerian Alliance, which are these Barbarians, Sacred Order, High Elves, Bannerlords. So, what does it mean? If you want to farm the high stages, right? What do we have here to use for HP burn or anything like that? No, we do have a Septimus, right? Septimus could be good there. Then do we have anything for HP burn in here that I might remember? No. We do have a Stag Knight if we need it for defense down. On the High Elves, we do have a Lysandra to help us a bit there. We do have Balenor for defense down and weaken if needed. Tyrell as well if needed for defense down. We have the Royal Guards, of course. But here we kind of going plan more towards stage 20. If we're going upper from here, we're not really gonna be feeling that good, you know. Sacred Order, we have Cupidus, Venus. So whoever has Venus, you're kind of gonna be sorted. With a Sir Nicholas, you can make a 1-minute team for the high stages as well. That's probably what I'm gonna use. Venus, Sir Nicholas, I might use a Cupidus as well in there, or God knows what else. Use some champions to deal some damage as well. And on the Barbarians, of course, we have Valkyrie that can be pretty good to create a shield there. We have Kantra for the lower tier, Sile of the Drakes, Elder Skarg, another good champion to use even on the high stages as well. And from the epics, not that many that could actually make a huge change on the Spider. Armina, she might be a bit decent there. Jota, not really because it's single target, but that's kind of like what you want to do, guys. Champions from these 4 factions. If no, you're not going to be getting points for the tournament, you know. So if we're getting good rewards like a legendary book, it might be worth it for a lot of you guys to do it. Now, let's have a quick look at this daily. No, not here. We have it. Ninja Hunt. Right? Reach 7 days of play before October 15 to get Ninja the Boss Slayer. Now, his kit overall looks like he really is a boss slayer. We are getting a retaliation set as well, guys. We are getting a couple of legendary pieces. Yoo-hoo. It's good to see that they are actually giving us 6-star gear rather than just the sad 5-star gear. So this is the champion right here. We're actually gonna go in the index to see him max with the full HP and everything maxed at 60. Honestly, it looks decent. It doesn't look like out of the ordinary. That face seems like it just doesn't fit in the game, you know. I know they made him look like Ninja, right? For whoever doesn't know, Ninja is one of the biggest streamers in the world. He made a lot of changes in the content creating game, to say like this, especially in the streamers world, you know. But his A1 attacks one enemy, 60% chance to land defense down for 2 turns, also fills this champion's turn meter by 15 when used against bosses. Now, everything was so good on his kit till this part with the turn meter. It's still not a problem, but will create an issue for the majority of you guys that are not familiar to toon teams to use this champion in a team. You can still do it though, it's not gonna be hard, but I'm just saying for the normal people that they don't really know much about tuning, this is gonna create you problems in the clan boss. His A2 attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 100% chance to place a HP burn debuff for 3 turns, also places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns. When used against bosses, will instantly activate any HP burn debuffs, including HP burn debuff placed by this skill. So I'm not sure if I'm placing the HP burn for 3 turns, is gonna instantly activate it for all the 3 turns, or do the same thing that Venom Mage does, activates 1 turn on the debuff. So if we have 2 turns, it's still gonna be left with 1 turn. I think that's how it's gonna work. You see, every skill has something to do with bosses, right? The A3 attacks all enemies, 100% chance to place a freeze debuff for 1 turn. AoE freeze, guys, he's already better than Pixniel. Poor Pixniel. Then, when targeting a boss, will only attack the boss, not all enemies, and will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Will also decrease the cooldown of the Hailburn skill by 1 turn. Again, this is pretty good as well to take him in for a clan boss. The passive increases ninja's attack by 10% up to 100% and crit damage by 5% up to 25%. Each time a single enemy is hit by all 3 of ninja's active skills in a single round, this effect can occur multiple times against the same enemy. When fighting bosses, will increase ninja's attack by 20% up to 100 and crit damage by 10% up to 25% instead. So basically, this is gonna affect, from what I'm aware, only the base stats, not the whole total on the champion, guys. So you're gonna get another 1500 attack on top of it, making it 3000 plus whatever you get from stats, but without the passive. Then 25% more crit damage on top of it, so you'll be having 88% crit damage plus whatever you're gonna get from gear. That's kind of how it's gonna be added on it. It should be additive without any questions. The champion looks pretty good. It doesn't look that bad. How many books he needs? Let's see. 4, 9, 13 books. Let's just say he might be worth it if he's gonna ramp up a lot of damage on clan boss, you know. But guys, that was all for this video. Do let me know in the comments down below. Are you hyped to get a champion? Because why not? He's a free legendary champion, right? I will see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.